scandal. There's a very big scandal about some prominent footballer. Very prominent one. I saw very big scandal there in his life. Today, actually, it was around 11 this morning. I was seeing the vision at my home. There's a prominent footballer who's going to get a very big issue. Very big issue. Scandal around their life. So it is just God telling us that we pray. For them, they even don't know that we pray for them.
Paul Pogba has tested positive for elevated levels of testosterone during a random drug test after Juventus' game with Udinese, a match where he was an unused substitute. The 30-year-old's return to Juventus has been hampered by injuries, only playing 162 minutes last season, missing the World Cup with France, and only managing 52 minutes this season. Pogba has been provisionally suspended and, if found guilty, could face a ban of between 2 to 4 years.
Paul Pogba shook the entire football world this week. The French midfielder had tested positive for testosterone before a match for Juventus on August 20th. Suspended by his club on Monday, Pogba must now provide explanations while awaiting the results of the counter-analyses. Today on Extra Time, we're going to delve into this Paul Pogba case, why and how the 30-year-old Frenchman tested positive, and you'll see it's a sad story, truly sad. One thing is certain, Pogba has received support from teammates. We will also review the results of the recent international matches. So, let's get started. Sunday's breaking news about Paul Pogba had a bombshell effect in Italy. Italian media couldn't stop talking about it. The Italian press agency ANSA reported that Paul Pogba had tested positive for testosterone during a match between Juventus and Udinese on August 20th, the first day of Serie A. A match in which Pogba didn't play a single minute. The 2018 World Cup winner has been provisionally suspended by the Italian anti-doping agency. The sanction faced by the 30-year-old player is as follows. Violation of Articles 2.1 and 2.2 for the presence of prohibited substances, specifically testosterone metabolites. Pogba could face a 4-year suspension if the results of the counter-analysis also turn out to be positive. The player's lawyer and agent Raffaella Pimenta reacted to the suspension. We cannot have an opinion on the results until the counter-analyses are done. What's certain is that Paul Pogba never intended to break a rule. And it seems that Pogba didn't intend to break this rule. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, the positive result might have been due to the consumption of a dietary supplement that was recommended to Pogba by a doctor friend outside of Juventus' staff, and the product in question was obtained in the United States. The media adds that Paul Pogba admitted to taking these dietary supplements without the club doctor's approval. Pogba must now prove that the testosterone intake was not intentional, which could either cancel or reduce his sanction. Juventus, on the other hand, are reportedly considering parting ways with Paul Pogba, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. Whether intentional or not, the Frenchman may have needed to have run it by the club first before ingesting these dietary supplements. The Serie A club claimed to be uninvolved in Paul Pogba's situation, and in the event of a contract termination, Juventus will save a large portion of Paul Pogba's hefty salary, which is €8 million plus €2 million in bonuses. The French midfielder is currently in a tough spot after suffering a very difficult season last year that was marred by multiple injuries, and now he finds himself in a doping case this season already. If a 4-year sanction is imposed, he may well end his career, as given his age, we wouldn't see him return to the football world until he's 34. In response to this complicated situation, Paul Pogba has received support from numerous individuals, including his national team coach Didier Deschamps. Deschamps spoke after the France-Germany match on TF1 saying, "I can't imagine that, knowing him with everything he has in his head. But as for the why and how, I don't think even he knows, unfortunately. It's tough for him. I've always supported him." His teammate in the French national team, Kingsley Coman, also expressed his support, saying, "We all support Paul. He's a very close friend. He's part of the family. We don't really know more. We'll have to see. But we know Paul. We know that if something happened, it's probably unconsciously, without meaning to. We're with him wholeheartedly.
Paul Pogba failed a random doping test for having elevated testosterone. What does this mean for the Juventus midfielder? Testosterone is a hormone that is crucial for muscle strength and promotes quick recovery. If an athlete has more than the allowed amount, it creates an unfair advantage, especially when recovering from injury, like Pogba has in recent months at Juventus. Italian rules state that Pogba may now ask for a second sample to confirm the results. If they are both positive for testosterone, Pogba could face a 2-year suspension, rising to 4 years if his testosterone use was ruled to be intentional.
There's a very big scandal about some prominent footballer. Very prominent one. I saw very big scandal there in his life. Today, actually, it was around 11 this morning. I was seeing the vision at my home. There's a prominent footballer who's going to get a very big issue. Very big issue. Scandal around their life. So it is just God telling us that we pray. For them, they even don't know that we pray for them.